Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Odd Obscurities, or Gaming Obscurities, or maybe even a little mix of Proving Grounds. Well, this isn't necessarily a video game, these are board games that I've came across through my thrifting. And I'm laying down on my kind of wood, plastic chest that has a lot of my consoles. But we're going to look at two board games. Each of these I've gotten for $2, ironically. So, one's obviously very basic. The other one's a lot more interesting, in my opinion. And if I remember correctly, this Spoony one also did a video of that one, too. So anyway, let's get to it. So, the more boring one that's just more interesting, this is really nice. The Lord of the Wings chess set. As you can see, it comes with nice little figurines of the Lord of the Wings characters. Now we have the board out. The board is pretty plain. It's nothing too particularly special. But I really like the chess pieces. Each side has the different characters of the series. And I think it's a brilliant idea because since they're all based off characters of the series, so until you get used to it, on their little mount there has an icon of what piece they signify. So you can always know what the hell they are. So we can always know Gimli is only meant to stay in the tower for guard duty. Because you don't throw a dwarf, so they gotta stay on the tower. Also, Merry and Pippin are knights. And I like how they uniquely even made them. Just a little different size, because if I remember correctly, one of them was taller than the other. And of course, we have a number of the bad guys. I have to admit that it's absolutely fucking weird that the one of the fallen kings with the wings is actually a queen. Grats, man. You're floating tower king. This is your wife. Kind of an odd choice for the wife, though. What I'd say my only real complaint with the choices of pieces is that doesn't make too much sense. Is while the pawns you could just argue are random hobbits. Most of the good guy pieces are hobbits, but you got the king and the queen, the elf queen chick in that. You got Gimli and Legolas as two of the towers and that. The good guys have a lot more character variety. Obviously, the bad guys have a lot more generics, but for some reason, you have two golems as the bad guys, and they're both bishops. You have, I don't know, like the wing weights dudes, I would have thought might have been better for that, and maybe have, well, maybe not Golem be the queen, but I don't know. I just find it weird because, you know, you have multiple of the wing weights. Or you could have also, to give a little variety, made the wing weights a little different. Like, you know, you could have two with swords to be knights. You could have had two with staves or something. But I think all the wing weights have, they obviously have swords, though. So that could be a little argument. I believe this is the guy who was whispering to the king. And he is one of the rogue pieces, the tower. So he's kind of an odd choice to have on the bad guy's side, in my opinion. But then, of course, you know, we have the former white wizard. If I can get him out. Of course, being a piece, but he's not a bishop. Like I said, a golem is a bishop. He's the other wook piece, the tower. But it is a little weird that they have a lot of. There are obviously black pieces, but they have all this blue coloring to them, and I'm not quite sure what's up with that. That's a little odd to me, but they're a pretty nice set. I really like it. It's complete, and it was only $2. How can anyone really just look at that and say no? I couldn't say no to that, really. It was just too nice looking. Now, I actually looked... Get the board under there. I actually looked this up, and while I hadn't checked it on eBay yet, I just did a quick Google. And the one that shows on Google, these two units, the two knight units, which are kind of the commando units of the orcish dudes. In the set that shows, it's by the same company, the Paco Brothers, but the one on Amazon shows it with two of the giant trolls. And this has different art, and it's green instead of blue, but still by Paco Brothers. So I could not find this version on Amazon. I didn't look on eBay, but on Amazon, that particular one was sold out, and it had these going for like 100. So I don't know if this one's available like that, but it's very nice. The pieces are made out of plastic. It's very simple. That's nothing too complicated. Now here, I'm pretty sure Spoonie did a video of this. I found this. Hero's Quest. It's kind of like a beginner's D&D thing. It's very nice. I like the artwork on it and that. I'm pretty sure Spoonie did a video on this. Or it might have been James. It could have been James. But basically you can make your own kind of miniature D&D game. And it seems for the most part to have most of this stuff. It has the quest book, the Dungeon Master book, which is the instructions. You have character sheets, quite a few, so you can play multiple times. You have the 4 hero characters papers. And you have the little stand thing. Now, this is the only thing that's a little sad. First thing, the stand thing, the sides are whipped off, and one of the sides are missing. A few of the pieces are damaged, and some of them might be missing. Now, we do have a thing here that tells, for the most part, all the pieces that there are. But yeah, there are a lot of little plastic little figurines here. There's a lot of them. But some of them were damaged, like the hero barbarian guy here. His sword has been whipped off. And there are a few of the enemy units who've suffered some damage too, like one of these guys missing the end of his weapon now. But it's pretty interesting. It has deck cards for a lot of special power abilities, unique situations, traps, little miracles, number of different dice. It's really, it does seem really interesting. I don't know if I'd be able to play it. Here are cards that illustrate the monster's stats. Now, like I said, I'm pretty sure this is probably missing a few other pieces, but for the most part, there are a lot of figurines. I mean, there's quite a lot. And that in itself just kind of poked my little medievalness, and I even get a free pencil. Yeah. Free pencil. And I got a few, like, interesting little pieces that kind of to design your dungeon, tomb, bookshelves, a little chair. What's interesting, though, is the part cardboard and part plastic. Like, the table part is just a piece of cardboard stuck between two plastic pieces. So it's kind of odd in that. But I'm not going to go too into talking about the game itself, because obviously I would have to read all the instructions, and there's already been people that have done a better job at that. But I thought maybe, because I've been thinking of a few weird contests to do, and I thought, worst case scenario, I might be able to use some of this as an interesting little thing. I can't get down. But these were very nice, and at most, they'll kind of look nice on my shelf with night mail. Stuff won't all sit down. There we go. But overall, it's pretty at least I mean, considering all the pieces it has, whoa! Considering all the pieces it has, I'm surprised how much is still here. Because usually, these kind of things, when you get them from a thrift store, they're usually missing like everything. So that is a very interesting thing, and even then, there's a lot of instructions and stuff for this, for goodness sakes. There are a lot of instructions. But both these were $2 at the Samaritan thrift store in my area. That's what I really like about the Samaritan thrift store in my area, because unlike Goodwill, usually it's pretty cheap for most stuff that I'm usually interested in. Games, board games, and stuff. Pretty cheap. Usually they price more on furniture and that. So I really think these were both very nice finds. I haven't played board games in a long time, but I really like this. This looks very nice for a display. I like the little figurines and that. They're very nice. And they're very thick plastic. They're not like hollow. The whole thing is plastic. So these are much better built than the little figurines in there. And apparently this game was meant for ages of 10 to adult. Oh, that must have drove those crazy batshit Dungeons and Dragons, Satan's game people crazy. Oh no, the kiddies! They'll be turned into cultivists because they played something that involves killing evil? Yeah, try again, stupid social justice warriors. They never change. But yeah, tell me what you think. I really think even though the more boring game is the chess piece, because I mean, who doesn't know how to really play chess? I'm not saying there aren't any, but it's a more common game you're gonna know how to play than this. But I just find it really appealing. All the pieces are really nice in that. It was kind of hard. And what's really funny is the actual board was on the front and not behind. It's obvious it was meant to be displayed like this. And I opened it up and started looking at these figurines and counting them to make sure they're all here and stuff. And like these 3 dudes come up and they're like eyeballing it. And they're like, so what is that? Chest and that? I'm like, yeah. Yes, Chet. It's obvious they wanted to get it, so it's like, it's really nice. This was a very nice find in my opinion. So this is kind of a weird Odyssey Proving Ground Thrifts kind of mix up thing. But tell me what you think. I think these are really nice. I want to look up to see if this actually is worth some. Not that I would sell it, really. I'm pretty bad at doing that myself. This was an interesting find, even though I'm sure a few pieces and some of them damaged. But I can't help point out, I gotta adjust this so I can see this white. That wizard dude right there looks really weird to me. I don't know. But these were very nice finds, I think. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you all next time.